Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Study Destination. I hope you guys are doing well and you're finding our content very helpful. So, this time around, I want to share with you some of the visa tips. And apart from the fact that we'll be doing mock interviews, okay, or mock practice, what we want to do is to individual experiences. So, I'm bringing to you some experienced people who have gone through the visa interview and they are studying in the United States. You listen to them, listen to some of the ways they went through and the questions, and then prepare yourself as you are approaching the visa interview session. Okay. So I'm going to share my experience how I got my visa approved in less than 2 minutes. Okay. So if you are new to this channel, this is Study Destination. What we do is to give step-by-step guides on how to apply for schools, visa interviews, and then generally information study abroad. All you need to do if you are with us is to look at the YouTube description. There's a platform link of a link to our WhatsApp platform where you can join us. You can click and join us, and then if you need anything relating to studying abroad, we can guide you and then give you the step-by-step process in putting your document. All you need is to be determined, humble, and then listen to the advice, the little piece that we put together for you. You will be able to make it happen. Okay. So I got my visa approved in Frankfurt, that is in Germany. Okay, whilst I was actually having my master's studies. So I have just completed my master's, I think, in April, and then I went for the visa interview in May. In May, I think that was the 2nd May 2023. So before then, I already have my uh, what do you call it, admission and my offer, my I-20. I didn't have any deficit because I had full funding. So I went in with this full funded. And when I went there, my visa was around 12 p.m. Okay, in the afternoon. So I arrived early, somewhere around 10. Okay, and then I went in. So this is how the process was. In that place, we went through some screening and then we went inside. And the first step was for them to pick our I-20, go through our I-20 and make sure that everything was correct. So for me, I didn't have much visa preparation, okay, because I was very confident and I thought that everything was going to be fine because I've already had experience with the German embassy, so I knew a little bit. But after I've gone through the screening and the first person asked me, okay, where are you going to? I asked, okay, I'm going to this place. And then he asked me what program, and I mentioned, and I mean, he checked and everything was correct. He looked at my DS-160. Okay, so every document was fine, and then he asked me to go and join a queue. So before then, I thought that okay, once he's asked me those two questions, and I mean it was about three questions, I thought that everything was fine. So I thought my visa was approved. But when he said I should go and join this queue for the proper interview, in fact, my heart leaped. Then I knew that okay, that's when I began to panic. But as a Christian, I begin to pray and then try to memorize some, focus on God and those things. So that's how I managed the tension at that moment. So we joined the queue for the main consular visa officer interview. Okay. So when I went there, the first question was, okay, submit, let me see your passport and then your I-20. I submitted it and he asked, okay, are you going to this university? Yes. And then I mentioned, yes, I'm going to Florida Institute of Technology to study PhD in chemistry. And they asked me, okay, so what have you been doing? And I told them, okay, I've been doing studying chemistry at the University of Ziggin, and I just finished my master's last month. And then they asked me, okay, so why? How did you get this funding? I said, okay, so no, the first, why this school? Okay, so why this school? I just told them that, okay, I've been looking forward. Actually, I wanted to do something relating to mass spectrometry, and then I asked him, okay, I've been doing this research over here. And then I saw this professor who is working over here. I could reach out to the professor, and the professor was interested in the research I'm doing, and he wants me to come over to come and help me. And by that time, one important document for me was in Germany, my stay permit. So it was very risky because my permit has expired and I've gone for a renewal. Okay, I mean I've completed the school and then I've gone for postgraduate work permit, which is 18 months, but that has not been proved given yet. So before then, they've given me something they call fiction bishanigon. That's a temporary visa when you don't have a date for to renew your visa. So I had a fiction bishanigon and then I went in with that because at that time, and it's very it's a red flag if you have that temporary visit and you want to, I mean, go to a different country. It's just like because maybe you don't want or your visa is expiring here. That's why you're trying to run away. Okay. So that was the scary aspect. So they asked me, okay, so um let me see your stay permit in Germany. And so I showed them that okay, this is my fiction Bishanigo, and it was just 1 month. Okay. So I told them, okay, this is my fiction Bishanigo. I just finished and I've gone for the interview and in Germany and then they are renewing. So she said, oh, okay, so they are renewing your visa, and as I just repeated, yes, they are renewing my visa here in Germany. And then she said that, okay, I'm going to congratulations, I'm going to approve your visa. The person was a lady, and in fact, that time the joy was all over, and I have to control myself and then keep the joy within. And as I left, then I began to jubilate. Yeah, I mean, it was so exciting moment, but within 2 minutes, everything was done. So the main consular was just three questions. Where are you going? And then I said, or even it was, which are you going to this school? And I said in affirmative, yeah. And then um what program and what have you been doing in Germany here? I mentioned and say why this school, and I mentioned that okay, this is what I've been doing, and then I contacted this professor, and the professor wants me to come and then work with him. Okay, so with this, everything was done, and within 2 minutes, my visa was approved. So this is my advice for you. If you are going the God factor, don't take it away. Pray, be more confident, and then join us. Let's do the interview. Let's build your story. Once you have a story and you are very confident, okay, you can look into the face of the visa consular and answer the question confidently. I know you're going to get it. So my advice is that let us practice. Let's practice. So let's go through. Maybe yours might not be in the same country. In Germany, the pressure is very less. But when you come to places like Ghana or some part of Africa, in fact, the pressure is that much, and you need to um practice very well and be very confident so that when you get there you can hit on top of the nail so that you will get your visa approved on time. So don't delay at the moment. Next week we're gonna start mock interviews. Don't absent yourself. Let's go through these steps, and then I know very well that you will get your visa approved with ease. Thank you so much for being with us. If you have been to this time, give us a follow and let me know if you really understand my story very well. And if you have any question relating, you can put it in the comment section and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for being with us. This is Study Destination.